COVID-19 pandemic, IRCC has been making uh, various changes in order to help the candidates or applicants. So for visitor visa, they have launched a process through IRCC portal that is looking really good. They still accept applications through my GCK account, but for here I'm gonna show you something that's really important. So how to apply? If you see, they have provided some reasons why you want to apply. Let's say to attend the end of life ceremony or funeral, to be present during the final moments of a life of a loved one. So I know these are some reasons I don't want to describe, but let's select this one. So when you uh, check this radio button, you get this option: how to apply visitor visa through IRCC portal. If you get none of this, then it will go for the old way. So I'm gonna select this. So now you must apply through the IRCC portal if you're coming to Canada to join a vessel as a maritime crew member, and the reasons they have given. Now, how to do this is you need to create an account and sign in, answer the question in the online form, tell us more about what you will do in Canada, including dates, and follow COVID-19 exactly like this. Enter any other details what you will do. So this was same for applying. These instructions were same for applying through GCK account as well, but now they have made it clearly. Upload your documents, check the list of documents based on your situation, pay with credit card. Okay. So if I click on apply online through IRCC portal, it opens this page. First is to create an account, complete application, submit and pay. So let's start with get an IRCC portal account. So I'm gonna freeze my screen and put the email address. Okay, so after doing that, there is an on-screen invitation code gets generated, so that I have copied, and then you click on continue login. So it it brings you to this page where you have to put the information. So it is asking invite code, email address, password, surname, given name, phone number, and then you can click on sign up. If you already have an account, you can click on sign in. So I'm going to fill these details. So after you have done the email verification, means using the code that is sent to your mail account, this is ready. Now you can uh, log in. So I'm going to log in. So when you log in, this is the screen that you see, terms condition. You got to click on accept. So here you see the option apply for visitor visa, transit visa or study permit. So these are the three visas you can apply using this. So for visitor visa here, okay, it's a single line it seems. So I click on it. Let's see how it goes. So it asking make sure you are eligible to apply. When you apply, rules may have changed. Have these items ready. Follow these instructions. Answer the questionnaire. Review your answers. Upload it up. So these processes are almost same. Even days are same. But yes, instead of GCK, directly IRCC portal. So do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? If you're applying alone, let's say no. If you yes, then click yes. And if you click yes, then you have to answer other questions. But for this video, I select no. Click save and continue. Which one of these you want to apply? So these are the things you can apply using this. So let's say you are applying for a visitor visa. Now again you have to select the reason. So let's say this one, just sample guys. So I'm just gonna enter some random values, but in your actual application you gotta enter the correct values. And one more thing guys, I have to tell you that this is not legal advice or legal information. This is available on IRCC site. This is public information, anybody can go through. Whatever I'm telling you is based on my personal research and knowledge, and it should not be considered legal advice or legal information anyway. If you follow this, you are accepting that, and I won't be liable for any outcome that comes if you follow my instructions. Thanks for watching. So I just put these information. Let's say if this is your first application, you don't have UCI, click on save and continue. So now because of the reason this selected, this is asking you like make sure you have authorization to travel. Before you apply for Vistaway, you need to get authorization from PHAC in order to travel. So this you need to apply. So let's say you have already got that now, so click on continue application. Behalf of someone else, no. Let's say you are applying on your own. Okay, now we are seeing the tabular form. Okay, good. Surname, first name, date of birth, gender. Okay, I'm gonna put this sample information. So I just put sample information. Definitely I'm not gonna submit the application. Click on save and continue. Travel document number. So let's say passport I select, and I am gonna put some sample information. Country, let's say it has been issued from India. What is the nationality of your passport? What's your passport type number? Confirm number, date of issue, date of expiry, and more questions. Are you a lawful permanent resident of, let's say no. Do you hold a candidate visa in past 10 years? First, so no. If you select yes, it's going to ask you the details. US and immigrant visa, the by air, yes. Okay, now I'm going to put some sample values for other questions. Date of issue, let's say this was issued on 1st January 2021. Then typical passport 10 years, so 2030 December 31st. I have already answered these questions, so click next. It is asking more country or territory where you were born. Let's say India. City, let's say New Delhi. Are you a citizen of more than one country? Let's say no. Which country you are citizen of? Let's say India. Oh, sorry. And you are citizen by birth, so you click on it. Nationality document, do you have a valid? Let's say yes. Then it's gonna ask you the details. So you can see that whatever details you used to fill in the forms, it's asking all the details over here. I just put some random details. Select the country that issued. Let's say it's what is issued by. Good thing I see here is the validation. Like validation is on the screen and you can do it easily. Have you used any other name in past? No. Select a country where you are currently living. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put some New Delhi sample address. So I put some sample New Delhi address. Same, yes. So it's asking all the form details are in form. That's really good. List your country, territory of residence, your current country, territory of residence. Then add all other countries or territories where you have lived for the past 5 years for more than 6 months. So current country or territory of residence, so it will add India. So I'll select status is a citizen. If you live here currently, you're going to check this box, this gone, and let's say he is living there by birth, so I'll select 1998 April birth. Okay, and if he does not have to add more, so he will not add, and instead he'll click on save. Biometric fingerprint, do we already have you? Let's say no, you will be required. Okay, who is inviting you? Okay, the person who you're gonna meet. So let's say he's gonna meet somebody like Peter Smith. Okay, so I'm gonna enter Peter's information. Relationship, I have written family member. Select country, he's in Canada. Start, so I'm gonna put some so it's gonna already pick up Canadian address, so I'm gonna put manually. Yeah, perfect, so that I can put and other details. So I'm gonna put someone else wanted to know and then I'm gonna click on save and continue. See, this is disabled, so the validation is right on the page. This is a really great thing so that you don't miss an important thing in the form. But again, this is not gonna verify everything, so still you gotta be very careful. So after I click on save and continue, it came here how much money you have for your stay in Canadian dollars. So I'll put a random number. Is someone else giving you money for your stay? When you give us proof of your financial data, make sure you tell us who is providing the money, if not you. Okay, so let's say no, he's paying on his own, but whatever is applicable in your case. Okay, now more information is being asked. Have you ever studied a post-secondary school, university? You don't need to have yes. It's gonna ask you the details. So exactly like what we used to enter in the form, right? So this IRCC portal is a great way. Give details of each programs you have studied and are currently studying. Okay, add name of school. I'm gonna add some sample values. Next is asking for work history. Did you serve military, militia? Let's say no. Give details of all your employment and activities since the age of 16. Do not include any entries that you already put for post-secondary education or military post history, if that was your only occupation at that time. For all other periods of time, you need to enter an occupation or activity. Don't leave any other gaps. Okay. So he has already put post-secondary education, so that I'm not gonna put, but whatever is your situation, select that. And for government position, if you worked as a civil servant, judge, mayor, member of parliament, hospital administrator, or employee of a security organization. Okay. So now I'm going to the next page. So I made a mistake and it has picked up, so I must follow that. Okay, so I'm gonna correct this and then I'm gonna come back. 5 years, have you traveled to a country or territory other than the one you are a citizen or PR? So let's say no, whatever is applicable in your case. Have you ever stayed in Canada beyond the validity? Let's say no. Refuse visa, like all these questions from forms now we are seeing on the screen. Have you ever committed any crime? No. Whatever is applicable in your case. Just don't go by no. Read it, understand it, and answer truthfully, because if you don't answer truthfully, that could be a case of misrepresentation. But these questions coming from the forms that we have seen before. Have you had a medical informed in the last 12 months? Let's say no. Do you want to work in 5 jobs? No. In last years, have you diagnosed tuberculosis? Let's say no. No. Whatever is applicable in your case. Are you currently receiving dialysis treatment? Yes, let's say no. Whatever is applicable in your case. Now your marital status. What is your current marital status? Let's say never married, single. Stepchildren, let's say no. So here you need to provide the details of your parents. If you don't know, click on this. If you select on this will be vanished, but if you have, click on add. So I'm going to add some random values. If the person is deceased, you can select this. Then it will also going to ask for the death. Let's say he died in 2017. Country or territory of birth, let's say India. Click on save and continue. he's adding the details of his mother. So I put sample values for his mother. Let me click on save. Okay, it was accepted. Now I'm going to click on save and continue. What is the native language? So I'm going to select Hindi. I selected English. He wants the communication in English. So I'm going to put these values and click on save and continue. Now it is asking for the telephone number. So here you can check all the details that you have filled, and then you have the option to expand all. So check it, verify it, and then only you can go to the next screen. Click on save and continue. So now you can see the documents that they are going to accept. You're going to upload them over here, and next you are going to sign electronically, and you're going to pay the fee. So I'm not going to go beyond from here because I don't want to pay for this sample video. Again, this is a sample video made on my personal knowledge and information. It should not be considered legal advice at all. If you want legal advice, hire a legal professional. This is just personal information. Thanks for watching, guys.